Good morning students. It is a part 5 lecture under the computer aided design and manufacturing. Today's topic is additive manufacturing. These are the contents we are going to discuss. What is additive manufacturing? Various types of additive manufacturing processes. Applications, advantages and limitations, materials used in AM, conventional manufacturing compared with additive manufacturing, general process in additive manufacturing, then problems. Industry 4.0. It is the digital transformation of manufacturing and value creation processes. Is a recent trend of automation followed in industries for making a smart factory. Here the data transformation or exchanging the data through smart sensors, advanced robotics, big data analytics, 3D printing or additive manufacturing, augmented reality, cloud computing, location detection, IoT, Internet of Things. These are all making a smart factory. This under the 4.0, additive manufacturing is one of the important one for making a physical part. It is a definition of additive manufacturing. It is framed by ASTM F42. It refers to a process by which digital 3D design data is used to build up a component in layers by depositing a material. It is a process in which the digital 3D design data, the 3D model, can be used to building a component or product in terms of by layering process by depositing material. Additive manufacturing, also called rapid manufacturing, rapid technology, rapid prototyping, rapid tooling. Now additive manufacturing or additive layer manufacturing or additive digital manufacturing. These are the names of additive manufacturing. 3D printing also called as additive manufacturing. The methods of additive manufacturing are batch reactive photopolymerization or stereolithography, material jetting, binder jetting, material extrusion, powder bed fusion, sheet lamination and directed energy deposition. These are the methods in AM processes. This also classify the materials used in AM. Powder materials used in sintering process and joining, printing or joining process. Printing or joining process are called 3D printing. The sintering process is called as SLS, selective laser sintering. Liquid materials are used in extrusion and liquid polymerization or stereolithographic process. A stereolithographic process used on photo making processes called SGC, solid ground clearing. By using laser, it is called stereolithography. The extrusion process used in fused deposition modeling. The solid materials are used in lamination process, bonding of sheets with adhesive. Without using adhesive, light can also use bonding of sheets. It is called foil polymerization. Adhesive is used in laminated object manufacturing. It is the timeline lays out past, present and potential future AM developments and applications. In the past, 88 to 94 rapid prototyping application. rapid prototyping, it is the one of the testing in simulation. We have discussed in CAD activity, design review and evaluation, rapid prototyping testing. In 94, rapid casting, 95, rapid tooling applications, 2001, AM for automobile applications. In 2004, aerospace using the polymer materials. In 2005, medical applications in polymer jigs and guides. In 2009, medical implants using the metals. In 2011, aerospace using the metals. In 2013 to 16, nano manufacturing uses the AM applications. In 2013 to 2017, architecture uses AM processes. In 2013 to 2018, biomedical implants uses AM. In 13 to 2022, in future, in situ biomanufacturing uses the AM. In 13 to 2032, full body organs are uses the AM. These are the general applications of the additive manufacturing. It is used in jewelry design, surgical devices, implants, furniture, sports goods, then special food can also made in AM, textiles, electronics, tool mold making, aerospace, dental, then automobiles. These are the general applications of AM. AM versus powder metallurgy. In additive manufacturing, components have less part weight and size also less. The number of parts also very less. But in powder metallurgy, the process has in metal injection molding has high number of parts, volume parts have high, but size of the part is very less. But in hot isostatic press, the size of the part is high, but number of parts produced is very less. The additive manufacturing has this portion has less number of part weight and also size also very less compared to these are powder metallurgy process, metal injection molding, then press and sintering, isostatic pressing. Here part size is high but number of parts very less. Here components produced per year are lot size high but size and component shape and size is very less. Additive manufacturing, both are number of parts also less, size and weight of the component also less in additive manufacturing. A comparison with conventional manufacturing. Here is additive manufacturing. Example, laser beam melting, LBM, laser beam melting or additive manufacturing. Here the cost per part, unit price of the component is constant. The unit price of the component cost is constant. This is straight line. According to the lot size per unit to maximum number of components produced, the unit price will be constant. But in conventional manufacturing, you know, it's a conventional manufacturing. Here the cost per unit price of the component will be very high at the lot size is very less. We are making the component in conventional method, the lot size is less, the unit price will be very high. Suppose the lot size is high, the unit price of the component will be reduced. Say, you know, it's a unit price is here unit price of the component is high, here unit price of the component is very less. Here the lot size is high in conventional manufacturing, but in additive manufacturing, the unit price of the component is same. If we can make a single part to any number of components, the unit price always constant. Here cost per part to product complexity. Here also the cost of the component is constant. Complexity varies from very less to high. Complicated components can be manufactured, very less complication to here product complexity is very high, but the cost per unit in additive manufacturing always constant. But in conventional manufacturing, here the complexity of the component is increased, the cost also increased. Here the cost also is a linear, the cost also increased. But in both the graph, the cost per part will be constant. Here also cost per part will be constant. In both the cases, constant in additive manufacturing. Here the lot size is less, unit price is high in conventional manufacturing. Complexity of the part is high, the cost of the component also high in conventional manufacturing. Here both the cases, the cost of the part, unit price always same from single component to any number of components manufactured in additive manufacturing. It is the advantage of AM compared with conventional manufacturing. It is the advantages and disadvantages of additive manufacturing. First advantages: freedom to design and innovative without penalties. We can fabricate the innovative novelty products without penalties. Rapid iteration through design permutations. Excellent for mass customization. Elimination of tooling where there is no tool cost. Green manufacturing is eco-friendly, minimal material waste, energy efficient one. Enables personalized manufacturing. It enables for personalized one. What are the limitations in AM? Unexpected pre and post processing requirements needed in AM. Unexpected pre and post processing requirements needed in AM. High process cost, lack of industry standards, low speed, not suitable for mass production. Inconsistent materials, limited number of materials used in AM. High equipment cost for high-end manufacturing, where the equipment cost is high for high-end application, high-end manufacturing. These are the advantages and limitations of AM. The energy density is used in SLA process. What is energy density? How it will be calculated? The energy density is a key factor. It is sufficient energy density is needed to melt powder particles of the layer being processed and of the previous layer to assure a correct joining between the successive layers. It avoids lax of fusion and porosity. The excessive energy can cause vaporization of material, creating defects and reducing material density. Therefore, the energy density always optimum only. The energy density formula E equal to power divided by VHT. V is the scanning speed, laser scanning speed mm per second. Hatch spacing, H hatch spacing, T layer thickness. This is the energy density for laser. It is optimum one. Excessive energy is used in process SLA. It causes vaporization of material, creating defects. Suppose less energy is used, the successive layers avoid fusion and porosity will be formed. These are the various materials used in additive manufacturing: polymers, metals, ceramics and composites. Under the polymers, various polymers are ABS, acrylics, cellulose, nylon, polycarbonate, thermoplastic polyester, polyethylene, polypropylene, then PVC, polyvinyl chloride. These are the polymers used in additive manufacturing process. Metals can also used in AM process. Pure metals like titanium, tantalum, copper, gold and silver. Alloys, titanium based alloy, nickel based alloy, ferrous based, aluminium based, cobalt and copper based metals also used in AM in sintering process. SLS. Materials used in specific additive manufacturing process are in FDM and SLS using the thermoplastic materials. FDM and SLS using the thermoplastics. Powder based composites used in 3D printer. Sealant tapes and papers are used in laminated object manufacturing. LOM, laminated object manufacturing, uses the sealant tapes and paper. For functional components or structural parts manufactured by FDM, ABS and nylon materials are used. In SLS, selective laser sintering, metals and thermoplastics also used in SLS. EBM, electron beam melting, high strength alloys, titanium, stainless steel, cobalt and chromium metals are used in EBM, electron beam melting. Non-functional structural parts in SLA, resins are used. Smoothest surface and good for casting are provided. In laminated object paper, 3D printing, laser and sand, marketing and concept of prototypes and sand casting molds. These are produced from 3D printing. Here plaster and sand can also used in 3D printing for making concept of prototype and sand casting mold. As new materials are introduced, more functional components will be manufactured. Now AM is one of the best approach for making the complex architecture materials. SLA uses thermosets. Metals are used in EBM, SLS. Starch and sugar, these two are used in 3D printer. Process speed, volume and tolerance among AM processes. Process speed, volume, these are the three parameters of your AM process. Process speed, volume of production, then accuracy. These three parameters are compared with these AM processes. This one, so y-axis, process speed per part per hour. Here STL or SLA has high process speed compared to other processes. STL or SLA stereolithography has high process speed to produce more number of parts. Process speed is high in per hour here, and also tolerance also very high. Here, process speed is high, but tolerance is less in STL. STL has less tolerance. Less tolerance means it can produce high accurate components. Less tolerance, therefore it produces high accurate. Process speed also high. It is reduced SLS, FDM and LOM. LOM has high tolerance. It produces less accurate process speed, also here less less accurate. STL has high accurate and process speed is high. According to the volume of production, here the SLS, here 50 volume in 1 hour, here STL more than SLS components. These are volume of production, volume. Here process speed, this one tolerance. The tolerance will be, it keeps on here reduced, therefore accuracy is reduced here. STL high accuracy, SLS, FDM, LOM. The process speed is increased this direction. Here in the volume, here FDM, SLS, SDL. Here LOM, this here LOM. Here the value 200, tolerance 0.5, 0.15. Here STL, process speed 2, here volume, here STL volume, here 150 STL, then process speed 2. But in LOM, high tolerance, less accurate, but volume is high. Here the volume is a part size volume, part volume. It's not a rate of production, it's a component size volume. Generally, layer thickness of SLA 0.076 mm to 0.5 mm thickness. Thinner layers provide better resolution and more intricate shape, but processing time is more. For layer thickness reduces, processing time is high. Starting materials of liquid monomers are used in SLA. Polymerization occurs on exposure to UV light produced by laser scanning beam. The scanning speed from 500 to 2500 mm per second. It is a general process used in additive manufacturing. First, CAD model. It is developed from any modeling software, CATIA, Creo, SolidWorks. Any modeling software is used for creating the model. Then the next stage is STL convert. The created model is converted to STL file format. The file transferred to machine. The third step, the STL file is transferred to the machine. Then setting the machine for layer thickness, speed, processing speed, here is set. Then building the component in machine, removing the, after building the component, the part is removed from the machine. Then seventh step, post processing, removing, cleaning the part, removing the support structure, etc. Then finally it will be used, the application. These are the general process involved in a additive manufacturing. First, CAD model generation. It is converted to STL. STL file is a triangular facets can be many number of triangular facets are created in STL file conversion. Then it's sent to the machine. Then machine setup, like different parameters of setting. Then component manufacturing in the machine, removing the component from the machine. Then post processing for cleaning the part. Then finally it will use for the application. These are the general process in a additive manufacturing. part build time in STL or SLA. Part building time in STL. To complete a single layer, the formula used single layer AI divided by BD plus TD. AI is the area of the layer. B is the average scanning speed of the laser beam. D is the diameter of the spot size. Assumed laser spot size is assumed this is circular. TD is the delay time between the layers to reposition the work table. It is added with this one. So, delay time for setting the reposition of the table. It's a time for completing a single layer. Time to complete a layer. AI area divided by area of the layer divided by average scanning speed multiplied with diameter of the spot size. Always circle. TD is the delay time added with this one. For total cycle time, TC is equal to STL build cycle time, Ni number of layers used to approximately part. Is the TC is equal to summation of number of layers for producing the components. Time to build a part ranges from 1 hour for small parts of simple geometry up to several dozen of hours for complex parts. According to the complexity of part, time may be increased from 1 hour to several dozen of hours. It's a problem using the above formula. A prototype of a cube with a square cross section is to be fabricated using SLA process. The outside dimension of the square equal to 100 mm and the inside dimension 90 mm. Wall thickness 5 mm except at corners. The outside dimension of the square 100, inside dimension of the square 90. The height of the tube in Z direction, 80 mm. Each layer thickness 0.1 mm. The diameter of the laser beam is a spot size 0.25 mm. And the beam is moved across the surface of the photopolymer at a velocity of 500 mm per second. This is scanning speed of laser. Compute an estimate for the time required to build the part if 10 seconds are lost for each layer to lower the height of the platform that holds the part. Regulate the time for post-curing. It's a problem for calculating the total cycle time for building a component. What are the data given? Fabricated square cross section tube. A tube with square cross section. Outside dimension of the square 100 mm. Inside dimension 90 mm. Wall thickness 5 mm except at corner. Height of the tube 80 mm. Each layer thickness 0.1 mm. Spot size diameter 0.25 mm. Scanning speed 500 mm. Compute an estimate for the time required for building the part. Calculate the time for completing the part for the given size. Here the 10 seconds are lost for each layer to lower the height of the platform that holds the part. And neglecting the curing. This is a formula for using the single layer, completing the time for single layer AI divided by BD plus TD. It's a square cross section tube, same for all layers. AI is the same for all layers. Here we are making the square cross section tube. The area is the A square. Outer dimension of the tube 100 square minus inside dimension of the tube is 90. Therefore, area 100 square minus 90 square, we get 1900 mm square. time to complete one layer is same for all layers. Ti equal to, say, area 1900 divided by scanning speed 500 mm per second multiplied with diameter of the spot size 0.25. Diameter of the spot size 0.2. Say D, this one B plus delay time 10 seconds added for wiring the cable for next layer plus 10 seconds added with this term. We get 25.2 seconds for single layer, completing the single layer, one layer. Number of layers equal to the total height of the tube is, the total height of the tube is 80 mm. Each layer thickness is 0.1 mm. Therefore, the total height of the component 80 is divided into 0.1 mm layer thickness. Therefore, 800 layers are needed for making the square cross section tube. 800 layers are needed for making the tube. For one layer completing, the time to complete one layer is here 25.2 seconds. Therefore, 800 layers is multiplied with 25.2, we get 20,160 seconds. It's equal to 5.6 hours. 5.6 hours is a part building time in a STL or SLA process. This is square cross section tube. 5.6 hours. These are the theory objective questions. First one, which of the following is not related to rapid prototyping definition? Layer by layer physical model from 3D CAD data. Then production line. Answer is production line. Already we have discussed what is additive manufacturing or rapid prototyping. The object can be created from the 3D CAD data by layering, by depositing a material. Finally, we get the physical model. Therefore, the three terms are used: layer by layer, physical model from 3D CAD data. Production line is the term is not used in the definition. The second question: which one of the process is not using laser? LOM, SLA, SLS, FDM. FDM is not using the laser. Third one: which of the processes is available in colors? SLA, FDM, MJM, 3D printing. Which process using the colors? 3D printer uses the color. FDM also using the color by changing the different wires using extrusion method. What is the format for prototyping machine file? STL format is used in AM or prototyping machine. .stl file. Fifth one, in which of this process the input material are in solid form? In which process using the solid material? SLA, SLS, FDM, MJM. FDM using the wire form of material for making the part. Then sixth one, which material is not available for LOM process? Paper, plastic, metal, glass. Glass is the answer. Glass cannot be used in LOM. Laminated object manufacturing. Glass is not used in LOM process. 7. Which of the following process is using extrusion concept? In FDM using the extrusion concept. Which of the following approaches involves melting the material, then allowing it to cool and solidify to form each new layer? Which of the following approaches involving melting the material, then allowing it to cool and solidify to form each layer? Sintering, solidifying, binding. Sintering process uses the above method, sintering process. Ninth one, Which of the following approaches uses a liquid glue added to fine powder? Liquid glue is added to a fine powder. Photopolymerization, binder 3D printing, multi-jet modeling. Binder 3D printing uses the liquid glue to the powder. Then 10th one. The rapid prototyping process uses a high power laser to selectively solidify a liquid polymer, photopolymer, layer by layer into the shape of the finished prototype. It's called FDM, LOM, SLS, SLA, stereolithography apparatus. The technique used in SLA, which uses high power laser to selectively solidify a liquid photopolymer layer by layer into the shape of the finished product. Fused deposition modeling uses the extrusion. Laminated LOM using the sheet RDC. SLS uses the sintering process. Then 11th one, indirect tooling. Similar to conventional injection molding, template based, pattern based, produced using SLA. Indirect tooling is used similar to the pattern based. It is used to the pattern based method. Indirect tooling using pattern based. RTV is a room temperature vulcanizing. RTV, room temperature vulcanizing, refers to high temperature silicone rubber molding. It is a process used in rapid tooling, high temperature silicone rubber molding. Then 13th one. With indirect tooling, tool life is not dependent on. With indirect tooling, tool life is not dependent on part geometry. Tool life is not dependent on part geometry. Part may be simplest one or complicated one. The tool life is not dependent. Then 14th problem. Which of the following are examples of appropriate applications of additive manufacturing in the actual production of parts and products? And you choose any three best answer. First one, castings made in small quantities, customized one of a kind parts, mass produced metal parts, parts with intricate and complex geometries, plastic parts in small batch sizes, special textile products. You can choose three best answers. Which of the following are examples of appropriate applications in AM? We can produce mass produced metal parts and also the parts with complex geometry and intricate shape also used. Plastic materials also used in small batch size. So these three are correct answer. Mass produced metal parts, plastic parts in small batch sizes, parts with intricate and complex geometries. Then last one, 15. Which of the following are problems with the current rapid prototyping and additive manufacturing technologies? Three best answers you have to choose. Inability of the designer to design the part, inability to convert solid part into layers, laminated material variety, part accuracy, part shrinkage, poor measurability of the starting material. Which of the following are problems in the current AM technology? It's a limitation, problems. Inability of the designer to design the part, limited material variety, then part accuracy. These are the limitations of the AM process. Accuracy of the part, the components are manufactured layer by layer method. Therefore, accuracy of the part is not good in AM parts. Limited material variety, all the materials we cannot use in AM. It's a limited material variety. And one more, inability of the designer to design the part. The designer can design the road shape. It's the inability of the designer also to design the part, also one of the limitation. Okay, and then summary of this lecture. What is AM? AM processes, methods and classification, AM applications, limitations and advantages, materials used in AM, how it will be compared with conventional manufacturing, general process in a additive manufacturing process, then question and answers are discussed in this lecture. These are the references used for making this presentation. Thank you, students.